Hello? Hello? Hi. Hello. Hi. I need my reference photos at some point, somewhere. There we go. Hey, how are you? I guess I could. No, I can't. How's it going? Hello. I need to pull up my reference photo. Can I maybe. Is it going to let me? No? Oh, God. I don't think it's going to let me. Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. It's fine. How are you guys doing? It's going okay. Saw, dude. I'm gonna be kind of up and down, so I may be in kind of weird positions today. Hi, Skull Pixel. How are you? How have you been? We are sculpting a prosthetic, is what we're doing. So I have some clay, and I have some water. Last time I was here, I was in vacation. Where were you vacationing? I vibe with that, Skull Pixel. Making bone broth with leftover chickens. Nice. So I know you guys can only partially see what I'm doing, you know, but we're gonna. It's me. Hey, sir.
Hey, sir.
December 6th is my birthday. Belize. Ooh, fancy. I didn't see the announcement for Silent Hill, so I have no idea what happened. I haven't watched it yet. Hey, Falcon. Muscles. Oh, nice. I am a December baby. Yeah? Fried rice paper. Interesting. It's different. I am a fellow Sagittarius. I don't know if this is going to work quite the way that I want it to, but we're going to play with it and then build up on it is what we're going to do. So actually, so it looks like her. Yeah, I'm going to split this really quick. An interview? Nice. Congrats. December 6th. December 6th. No, not Carlac today. Today we're actually doing Alice Angel, but I will be doing Carlac here pretty quick. This is actually for Alice Angel specifically. Actually, I'm going to have to flip back and forth between chat and my reference. I'm sorry, I was not smart in my decision making here. Okay, so she goes up and around the nose and it splits down the center of the lip and then comes back up under the eye. And we've got two prominent stringies. Okay. So I'm going to put this up under the nose here. Not on the nose per se, but like right at the lip. My cat is on my back while I sploot. Feel like. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm just really busy. Really, I've got con prep. I will be at CreepyCon this weekend in Ontario, California. So I'm going to be busy doing that. We are crafting Chopped. I know you guys can't really actually. Let me see if I can turn you a little bit. There you go. If it'll stay. There we go. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Skull Pixel, though. I hope you've been feeling better. I'm doing okay, Tom. How are you? Hi, Sassy. A hunter. Yeah, a haunter house. Nice. Thank you. I definitely want this to smooth out because I don't want it super. think I can play with it a little bit though. I'm gonna have to pack that somewhere, but that's okay. Thank you. Oh no, I'm not sewing. No, this is clay sculpting is what this is. We are clay sculpting. So right now I'm building Alice Angel's prosthetic for her face, which is something I haven't done since Mad Monster like 4 years ago. So we're playing with it. I'm getting back in the groove of sculpting before I have to dive into fixing Carlax's prosthetics, which is very important. I am playing D&D with Norse Forge and Tanis and NPB and a bunch of very, very amazing, talented people. So I will be announcing my character here shortly. Yeah. Yeah, Alice Angel's from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that, Woody. Thank you. But I really need pet the kitty. Pet the kitty. Oh god, I need my reference. Okay, so we've got this around the lip area. So if I go straight through my lips, I can paint the teeth on the inside and do the nail trick. But that leaves me, I almost need like, you know what I could do? I'm going to cheat a little bit. We're going to make our outline is what we're going to do. Hey, Ella, how are you? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create the shape because it's right here, and then we kind of bend it down and around to create the lip here off the chin, and then up and over to create this massive cheek piece right here. Almost like that split smile. There we go. Now we're kind of getting it back. We're getting the shape of it. The buildup goes up onto the cheek right here, and then we've got these 3 mounds that come down. I think those are supposed to be... I don't think they ever explained what those are. So we're going to play with it, I think, a little bit. I definitely need that cheek pocket in there. Hi, thank you. I am. I'm going to bring... I am absolutely ecstatic not to be in the desert anymore. Yes, I am reprising Alice Angel. I needed a costume that was horror, but I haven't done in a long time, and I thought, you know, why not? Why not bring Alice back for a round, you know? I thought it might be fun because it gives me an opportunity to practice my my clay work for prosthetic building while also getting ready for Carlac again, because I do have to remake a bunch of Carlac stuff too. Yeah, hey, hey Taylor, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. Jason, how are you? You know, terrified to post your cosplay, you said? Here's the thing to remember. Cosplay, much like drag or any other kind of artistic, like artists, painters, you know, sculpt people who sculpt, that kind of thing, like art is subjective no matter what it is. And I think it's really important to remember that because cosplay is also part of art. You are allowed to, you know, learn, right? So, and it can be really nerve-wracking putting yourself out there because there are really mean people on the internet. That's unfortunately how it is. So if you're nervous, just remember that even though there's going to be people who are going to be shitbags, let's be honest, you're posting it for you, right? Like it's your journey and you're only going to get better. And not everybody's going to agree with what you're doing all the time. I think it's really important to enjoy what you're doing. How do I have the best advice? I've lived through some shit. I have lived through some shit. Okay, so her build almost comes up along the temple line and then blends back into the hair. So we're going to play with that and push this mound up some. There we go. I want to add a little bit more of a piece on her cheek. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. So now we've got a general shape. It's looking like mush right now. I think you guys can't really, there you go. You can kind of see the outline here. So let's make my pocket. Hey Harrison, how you doing? FanFest in Safford? Probably not. Not unless they pay to bring me out and I get invited. I just don't have a lot of time, to be honest. I would love to. Maybe someday. If I'm in town, I will, but it just all kind of depends on, you know, life stuff. I got a lot of conventions I'll be going to this year. So that'll be a lot of fun. Well, you start to learn as you get older that, like, it's not about other people. It never was. We always think it is, right? Because that's human. That's human nature. You want to be one with the pack. But the reality is we get to a point where we just get tired of trying to impress others. And eventually start having to do things for yourself. So, yeah, you gotta figure that out. This project specifically is not related to my stilts. I do need to go practice before I leave. This is actually I fucked up and waited too long quick prosthetic sculpt for Alice Angel that I'm going to be wearing this weekend at CreepyCon in Ontario. Hey, Eva. Hello, thank you. I'm also looking forward to the event. It's going to be a ton of fun, and we have a lot of crazy plans and wild antics to ensue, I think, for sure. So I'm very excited for you guys to see what is about to come of that. Hi, Coyote. I'm getting it, you know, to be fair, because that was my first time really, really playing with them. So I have to admit, for my first time ever having touched that kind of thing, I was pretty proud of myself on those stilts. I've never been a height person, so it was fascinating kind of overcoming this terror basically of being that high up. Like, it was just fascinating because I'm not that kind of person. So it was definitely a wild ride for me. Push some of this clay back up here. I don't want a lot here because we want to be able to, there we go. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Absolutely. I will be back in Dallas. So I'll be down in Dallas for KamichiCon, actually, which is an 18 plus convention. So I'll be down that way for Kamichi. It'd be good to see you, Skull. I hope I do too. I'm excited. How many cons? So far, 4? I'm scheduled for 4 so far. Tanis. Yeah, I saw, I need to do my own advertisement. I just have not had the time yet prepping for this con, but I'm going to do it this weekend for sure. I would like to do something fun and different for once. I might do it in the gym. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you. What's that? Oh, of course. Just let me know. I mean, it's no pressure. It's just if I happen to be in that side of town, you know. If anyone gets an email about canned meat from me, don't open it. It's spam. That's adorable. Cons are a lot of fun. It's hard. I always have to go in costume because I get a little crowd anxious, which is funny considering my job. Crowds make me nervous though, and it's literally because I'm always in character. Like, I'm always in costume or doing something. So that alleviates a lot of that social anxiety for me because I kind of get to be, you know, a persona. I get to be somebody else kind of. So that seems to help a lot with the anxiety aspect. Yeah. Who's never been to a con? Drink lots of water. Always be ready for snacks and stuff, because con crash is a real thing. Try to get a hotel nearby the convention, if not at the convention, because you don't want to walk very far when you're exhausted. Trust me. So if you can get something that is nearby to the convention, do that. What's your idea of fun with friends? I don't go out a lot, honestly, so that's kind of a weird question to have to answer for me, um, because I don't really do friend stuff. Just hanging out and relaxing is fun for me. I don't know. I was never a party kid. I would never. So Buff, I have the utmost love and affection towards Buff Pup. I would never cosplay them unless they were cool with it. Um, I love their design. I think Buff Pup themselves is an amazing pup, but I could. I don't. I wouldn't though without permission. I'm weird about cosplaying people who are somewhat real people, I guess, in their own ways. Yeah. Hey, how are you, Spice? How you doing? What's your favorite cosplay of yours? That's really hard to say. Because all of them are special to me, and I only really cosplay things that are meaningful to me. Like I like meaningful cosplays and meaningful characters. Like I have to kind of gel with them somehow, or like they have to resonate with me, you know. Not to say that you can't cosplay characters that don't resonate, but I have to find something in the character that I like a lot and like enough to want to replicate, I guess you could say. So how are you, Optimal? Uh, so I actually posted a teaser of what the stilts were for. So if you haven't seen that teaser, you should go watch it because it tells you who I'm doing. Now, it doesn't tell you exactly how I'm doing this particular character, but it does give you an idea of who the character is. So if you would like to see them, that is what I would recommend. Go watch that video. Oh, good. Yeah, it's on TikTok. I think I actually put it on Instagram too. What's the one that took the most time? The cosplay that took the most time. That's actually a great question. Um, I think, believe it or not, my Hawks cosplay, like it was, although it was mostly a closet cosplay, as in the clothes themselves were all things I purchased. The wings took me over, I think, 60 hours to make. So if I had to say something, that one definitely took a pretty significant amount of time. Um, I'm not sure. I really have to think about that question. Yeah.
Yeah, that fish tank in the woods.
Yeah.
It's yours. Not the dog that lived here. That's what's written on the other side. She let them go.
Oh,
I didn't mean to. I was just.
I'm on alive.
Huh?
I'm on alive.
I know. I'm sorry.
Could you not?
I was good until you weren't good.
You weren't good. You came in.
Grandpa says hi.
That doesn't make up for it. Okay. I completely lost track. I'm so sorry. Everybody says hello.
Hi.
I'll think about it because I've done a decent amount of costumes. Ellis, do you know what costume has taken me the longest so far? I know which one will usurp that title here pretty quick.
Taking you the longest?
Yeah, my hawk swings took 60 something hours, but like I don't.
That's just the wings.
That was just the wings. So
I don't know. I'm still biased and traumatized by the sword. That didn't actually take that long.
The sword itself was just that was just trash.
It might be Garlac based solely on getting shit together.
Oh,
and
that's
how
true.
Long it takes to put it on.
Yeah, Karlak probably. That's a really good point, actually. Karlak definitely was one hell of a build. And even then, I'm still technically not done with her. So I'm going back through and completely rebuilding her. So yeah, Karlak for sure is definitely an answer. We are building a prosthetic for Alice Angel from Benny and the Ink Machine, is what we are doing. And I'm doing it by getting stuff all over the table, which I shouldn't be doing. I definitely should have put some paper down, but you know. What is it the millennials, us millennials used to say, YOLO or whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to survive right now, to be honest. I was not smart with my reference. Art is messy. Yes, art is very messy. Facts. Oh, wait, never mind. Actually, I'm going to do myself a favor and cut out this. Chuckling is a word for what Ellis is doing in the background. If you don't make a mess, is it even art? It is. Technically, I'm not supposed to be playing anything in the background because of copyright and shit, but yes, it is tear you apart in the background. You got a good ear. Good ear. Yeah, surviving is definitely what any of us can do anymore, that's for sure. This is getting a little too wet for me. Cut this off. Me too. Thank you. So that yellow is actually, it's not supposed to have stayed yellow. That's the old color of the wall from when we moved in. I need to paint it this red color. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. That is not, in fact, what she said. You would be correct. You're funny. Thinking maybe it passed and they talked. Copyright, schmoppyright. That's fair. You can probably hear a lot more. What is the moth lady on the wall? That is actually from Mexico. Oh, hi, Hells. Really? That's stupid. You keep getting banned because you have Hells in your name or hell in your name? Doesn't make any fucking sense. That's stupid. Tell him I'll fight him for you. Hi, how are you? Fair enough. Yeah. Um, yeah, honestly, I think my answer is Karlak for my longest for that. Ellis is completely correct. Hey, Echo, how are you? If you guys haven't listened to any of Echo Grimm's music, you definitely fucking should. Not only is it fucking baller, but, well, one, you just support your artists, and two, it's good gym music. Also, if you can twerk, which I cannot, it's good twerk music, apparently. So I've been told by people who can twerk, who's not me. But yeah, this is a facial prosthetic is what this is going to be. That I'm, for some reason, clay really, really likes to stick to my fingers. Oh, sure, no. I mean, yeah, as long as, I mean, obviously, as long as they're respectful, like, you're fine. No worries, Misty. Karlak doesn't need to twerk. Listen, could you imagine the devastation of the camp if Karlak twerked? I'm just saying. I want a pocket. There we go. Yeah. What? No, I didn't say that. Why did you? What? Oh, well, you're great. No, I need you to focus on what you're supposed to be doing. But I appreciate you. I definitely fucked up, though, because I put my chat on the only screen that I had for reference photos. So that was good. Go me. Although I think I'm doing pretty well. It looks like a smile though almost. I feel like it's not quite the right shape. Yes, Astarian is the one who can twerk. That's fact. Let me look at this. Yeah, it's less of a smile and more of like I need to round this out, I think, a little bit. And then it goes up into these cheek bubbles which protrude from her face. They design wise, they don't make any fucking sense, to be completely honest with you. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but whatever. As a 3D modeler, I have screens on my PC. Yeah, no, I usually have four monitors for editing, but I definitely am not doing this where I probably should be, which is in my office. So instead, I'm just suffering the fool, so to speak. All right, so there we go. Yeah, so well, and if you look at Alice Angel's face in the game, she does have this very like melted kind of look to her face, uh, because it's supposed to be like ink that's run, right? Yeah, I wound up fixing it. I had to replace the motherboard on the 3D printer. The the motherboard that they sent me was reading the y-axis backwards, and I tried a new motor, didn't work. So it wound up having to have the entire motherboard replaced, which was great. I loved it. So I got that replaced. I put the new motherboard in, got that done. I was not a happy camper, needless to say. Labor of love, yeah, that's true. I don't want this too close to her nose because I think it's not quite. I fucked myself. I have fucking. No! Where's my mouse? Oh shit. Hold on. Oh no, it is on the crook of her nose. Okay, never mind. I misspoke. Sorry. He made a figurine of Lady Dimitrescu. I feel like that's something that Markiplier would do. Just own a 3D printer for the sole purpose of making a life-size model. I would do that. I can't really say anything about anyone else, honestly. It's something that I would do. Oops. Yeah, this is. I need to almost. There we go. I almost want this kind of sloped. Do you think that this is too big, Ellis, for my face?
I do think it's going to stand a little tall if that's what you mean.
Well, it's supposed to be because she's got these like almost like these growths, like where her face has been pinched. It's distortion. Do you have the little measurement thingy? Thank you. You can hear a lot of those narrations and stuff on Chilling App too. That's actually who I'll be going to CreepyCon with, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not gonna lie. That's about 4.5 inches. So yeah, that should be fine. 2 inches. No, this should be okay. 3. That I think I'm gonna pinch that up just a little bit because I feel like that might be a little too big. Weird interference. You may be getting weird interference because I don't have my laptop plugged in like normal. Usually I would. So it could be, you could be getting weird interference. All right. We're getting the hang of it here now. So definitely got the pocket in there. Good night. Take care. Yeah. Where did you get your necklace? Which one? Because both of them came from stone shops. Yeah, you're welcome. No, I mean that's why I'm streaming, is I'm trying to answer questions in between. It's just kind of sometimes I have to focus a little more on what I'm doing is all. But we're getting there. I almost want to add a little bit of a lip right there. Applied to Chilling's call for a horror writer. Keep in mind, Harrison, that it may take time, and this goes for voice acting as well, or anything else that you put in applications for. Please keep in mind that it takes time for review, right? Because that call for writers was very recent, and it can take weeks to go through applicants, if not longer. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just unfortunately how quote unquote audition processes work, or submission processes work. It can be a bit of time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so I think I've got the pocket pretty well made here. I don't feel like it's sad enough though. Like I almost feel like it's too happy. I really need to make sure that the prosthetic is smooth under the nose though. Maybe, oh, this will work. Yeah, both of them. Oh, thanks. Okay, so we just definitely want to clean this up because I need it against the nose, not like buried. So just kind of smooth that out a little bit and take this extra clay. Kind of. I could see that. Part of it too is just how I'm trying to sculpt on a weird plane, because technically her mouth does very interesting stuff, but the prosthetic needs to sit and then gradually build into what I need it to be. I could melt to disappear. Sculpting. Hi, Robo. What was your favorite story to narrate? I mean, okay, so like that's, I feel like that's a cheap answer because of course it's accounts from a lonely broadcast station. But I really liked narrating The Dead Girl too, Lazary's Tale. That was one of my other favorites that I narrated for Mr. Creepypasta. How do you find the motivation to work out? I'm such a huge fan of yours. Oh, thanks. Honestly, Bushcat, and I try to tell people this often, it's really not the motivation. Motivation is bullshit most of the time. It is 100% and will always be pretty much 100% consistency. Nobody ever wants to hear, you know, get up and do it. But the reality is sometimes you have those days where you have to start to learn to appropriately navigate what the difference is between compromising and just doing what you can within that day, and utilizing it as an excuse to just not get up and do anything at all. So sometimes you get up and you're like, fuck, I can't do this today. Like, I don't have the energy. It's not good enough. And on those days, like, no, do you necessarily have to go to the gym and like break yourself apart trying to figure that out? Like, no, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, you can still go outside and go for a walk, or, take your dog for a walk, or your goldfish or your grandma. Like, simple movements, doing yoga at home if you don't want to go anywhere. Simple things sometimes can make all the difference in the world, and they still count. No, I'm not making an Android. This is not an Android. No. This is Alice Angel from Bendy and the Ink Machine. I did the costume quite some time ago, but I did not build a proper prosthetic, so I hand built it out of latex and toilet paper in the hotel bathroom in like 4 hours. So I'm doing the smart thing here. Thank you, Tyler. I hope your days are kind to you too. How do you get the clay off the mannequin? Well, there's a couple ways. So this is not a prosthetic that is probably going to necessarily be reusable. So the process that I'm doing right now is not necessarily the smartest. Basically, the clay is going to dry, but the latex is going to go over the clay. And then I'm going to peel it off. And that's how we're going to do it. But usually, sometimes you can get lucky and get the clay off smoothly. It just depends. It depends on the person. If you're not patient, it will break. And that's just how it goes. So, no, I still need to. I'm at the ass end of it. Favorite Resident Evil 8 character? Specifically 8? Oh man, I don't know. That's kind of it's a hard question to answer. Oh, it is smooth. Okay, I do have to smooth this out. Yeah, all right. Hey Matthew, how are you? Just gonna work on smoothing this out and pocketing it a little more. Which is fine because I've got to spread this kind of to the smooth it out here. There we go. Smooth. 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 Not smooth. How many kindergartners do you think you could take in a fight? That is an Afton coded question that I'm not going to answer. Yeah, I get that. That's why I bailed out of Arizona for sure. I wanted, couldn't do the heat anymore for sure. Yeah. There we go. 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck. Look, I don't know if you know this, but if ducks want something bad enough, they get mean. Ducks will take your kneecaps over bread pieces, all right, or food. So, like, I don't know, man. I feel like one horse-sized duck would probably cap me. Hey, how are you? You just Dark Souls roll it. I don't know, man. That duck might Dark Souls you. Hope you're ready for the fight of your life. That may not be one you're coming back from. Yeah, it can for sure. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I own a horse-sized duck. That is horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. A pond of Egyptian geese? Jesus Christ. How are you alive? Yeah. You have some wild pickup lines, producer. I'm not gonna lie, but like I'm kind of here for it. The Lego one's pretty smart. Not gonna lie to you. Fair enough. Okay, we're getting to the hook of it right now. I need to reference my picture, so I may bail on you guys because I need to focus on finalizing this a little bit more. Yeah, it will. Do you use supplements? So keep in mind, Jakira, that a lot of like fitness stuff is genes. You know, there's some stuff you're gonna have to work harder on than others. Like my delts have always been really hard for me to get some growth and gains on. It took me doing delts damn near every workout session to have any kind of a growth whatsoever on my delt line. So keep in mind that genes have a huge role to play in for that. Um, on the other end of it, abs, and I know everybody hates this, but it's the truth. Abs are 100% made in the kitchen. You know, granted, you can definitely do core workouts and other stuff and really focus on, you know, trying to put more work into it, but it's not necessarily going to work every single time. Unfortunately, you know, some people are just prone to carrying belly fat or body fat within their middle, and that's just, I mean, that's the bane of our existence. My family's that way. Oh, yeah, Ellis's family's that way. You know, that's just a lot of the roots for that. My only saving grace is the Cherokee in my family allows for a little bit of torso length, so I have that going for me. I don't want abs, but like just lose something there. Yeah. So in belly fat, 9 times out of 10, and I know nobody wants to hear this, but it is a cold hard fact of fitness. Belly fat, 9 times out of 10, is the last thing to lose. It's just unfortunately that deal. Pizza fills my abs pretty well. Fair enough. I see. I don't believe that you should stop eating things you love. I just think that you can either choose to eat those things that you love in moderation, or you can accept that you may have to make dietary adjustments and work with recipes that are healthier options of things that you love. And they absolutely do exist. I have a fondness for pizza. I will never not have a fondness for pizza. And I have found recipes of stuff that is healthier versions of pizza that get my protein and everything else. So it's possible. It just sucks. But it is possible. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, that is pretty much always the last thing to do. What are you crafting? I am making a prosthetic, is what I'm making. Is what I'm. Why I guess I have clay on my face. I don't know when I did that. Knowing me, it could have been at any point in this process. But prepping for CreepyCon this weekend in Ontario, California. I don't worry too much about my body too much outside of the Marine Corps. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, to be honest, though, I think people don't take into consideration there's different types of lifting and fitness too. Like some people lift for aesthetic, which you know some people do it for, some people do it for hypertrophy, and other people do it because they want you know to compete, and some people do it because they just want to be active and you know and do something healthy. And I think that all of those different variations of workout should be respected accordingly. I'm going to push that up a little bit and round it out. There we go. It's weird that it's like a growth or like a bubble or something. I'm not really understanding what this is supposed to be on her face. But have to make it. Unmistakable. Cutting back on soda. Yeah, cutting back on soda can help a lot. Like a lot, a lot. See, so I mean, you're allowed to stop eating red meat, and some people do. I love steak too much; I can't give it up. But I have cut down a lot on red meat. I try not to eat it, but like once a week sometimes. That's fair. I also was raised though that you use everything on stuff when you hunt, and there's a lot of like gratefulness and thankfulness that goes with it. So thanks. Now that's fair. All right, we're kind of getting the shape of it here. I think I need a little bit back here to. Thank you. I don't know what just happened, but I heard a ding, so I assume it's a good thing. So thanks. Well, so that's what's weird is that because of the way that she kind of like her face melted, I guess, almost, if you want to call it that, it's really hard to say what happened. Um, I think I need to pull this in a little bit, though. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I understand that. But okay, well, I'm gonna bail, guys, because I need to check my reference since I'm kind of getting to where I need to be with this sculpt. But I'm going to basically finish sculpting, let it dry, and then put latex on it, and that's what we're gonna do next. So big hugs. I don't have a choice. I leave for my flight tomorrow. I have to finish this tonight. So thank you. You guys are great. I am dropping. There's a new workout on officialautomivy.com. All of the sites under officialautomivy.com. I will also be dropping a spicy video, so you can check that out too. But otherwise, everything is under officialautomivy.com, and I have merch under automivy.com as well. So yeah, you guys are great though. Appreciate you.